hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of TV Free Baltimore's Movie Reviews. And today we have with us Ken Arnold and Dan DeLuca, who were the co-writers of the film The Night Watchmen.
Hi guys! I'm sorry to interrupt. We just wanted to let you guys know that we are finishing up next week's layout. We're going to be working late, so no need to come in. Tasers ablazing.
What brings you to this line of work?
Well, this was the only place that would hire me.
Ouch. So the job is pretty simple. Well, what the hell is that?
You gotta be kidding me, man. You got the wrong address. It's a sniff, yo, man. What's the worst that could happen?
Hello? Randall, is that you? It's not funny, dude.
Guys? This is not good.
Hey guys, why are there people eating people?
What the hell is happening in here?
But what are these things?
Maybe they're vampires.
Really?
What? It's a thing! Dennis, search this whole shit!
We wouldn't last a second out there.
Just wait them out in here. We're safe in here. Gear up. Let's go kill some dead people. This is our job. This is who we are. We're Night Watch.
Let's talk about The Night Watchmen.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Was that the first real project you two guys worked together where you had total control or close to total control?
It's not the first project that we've done where we've had total control. It's the first feature film that we've done together.
Okay.
That we've done together.
Oh, you've done it together.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, he's produced feature films on his own, and I've done other projects on my own.
Right.
So, but this is the first one we've done feature film together.
Yeah, because you've done all kinds of things behind the camera too.
Yes.
That one, so. Editing,
usually not
cinematography,
good stuff
director,
either.
producer.
Yes.
And not usually good stuff. But anyway, so this movie.
Craft services.
I
I've done that.
I've done that too.
Okay, you're going to Sam's Club and get the snacks.
Yeah, exactly. We've been there.
But I'm just saying that this movie you guys got together, and was it shot in Baltimore? I think it was.
It was shot in Annapolis.
Annapolis.
Oh, Annapolis.
Yes,
local.
At the Baltimore Gazette.
No, and not at the Baltimore Gazette.
Well,
In the film, it takes place at the
fictional
Baltimore
at the
Gazette.
Baltimore
But it
Gazette.
was just an
The
empty
Capitol
It was
Gazette.
the Capitol Gazette.
Their old newspaper building in Annapolis
Oh.
that they had just left because the Baltimore Sun bought them.
building? Oh, so it was an abandoned
Yes.
building. newspaper
And the
building.
fabulous part was they left everything behind. Everything.
So you had your props already.
Yes.
Well, the script changed to meet the location.
Exactly.
That's what you
And
do.
that'll
Ken
happen.
and I, for a couple of months, I guess, with Bill Steffi, had been looking at different locations.
In and around Baltimore.
Yeah, we had originally shot up at Fort Ritchie. There was a location up there. We needed an empty warehouse. We shot there for the trailer that Ed Sanchez helped us out with, wrote the trailer for, and all that. And then Bill Steffi started showing us around. We saw multiple locations, and when we saw this one, we're like, okay, not only is this it,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at the script and rewrite the script based on the location, which still had the big printing press, and it was obviously a newspaper, and okay, this will work. And so,
Terrific.
as independent filmmakers, we take advantage of whatever we can, and that added so much more
To the
to
film.
the
Yeah,
film
to the final product.
than if it was just a nondescript warehouse. Now it was a newspaper.
What is the plot of the film? I mean, the idea is it's sort of comedy horror?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, from the get-go, Ken and I wanted to make something that we would have fun doing. And that kind of was a throwback to the old Abbott and Costello. We're big fans of Shaun of the Dead.
Sure.
Those type of movies. And that's what we wanted to make, something that, we know we love to watch.
Okay.
That was fun.
Okay.
And I think our main goal, at the end of the day, was make people laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We wanted it to be scary. We
Okay.
wanted it to but mostly funny.
I think one of the worst reviews that we ever got was, this film is sexist, racist, misogynistic, but go see it.
We did our job. That's what you know.
But go see
we
it.
offended somebody, right?
Right. If you're not, we always say you're not doing your job if you don't offend somebody.
Exactly. So there you have it.
So part of that, too, one of the interviews with you said you guys were also looking for an 80s vibe.
Yeah, a little bit. It has that throwback to the 80s, and that was a little bit more of the director's, what he brought to it, Mitchell Altieri. And, he brought that 80s-ish vibe to it, and it works in the film. So,
Right.
yeah.
And as far as the type of film it is, but the plot structure has to do with zombies, and I like not zombies. I'm sorry,
Zompires.
It's clown pyres.
Yes,
clown pyres,
or zompires.
Zompires, or whatever.
It's kind of a running joke.
A little bit of everything, right?
Yes,
but there's a killer clown before Stephen King's It. You know, you guys
yes.
were
Well, we were actually shot long before it shot.
Yeah, but there was an older It. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody
you can't say it's
cares?
original.
So it's basically about.
Sue you. No. Okay, go ahead.
It's about three bumbling night watchmen that get a delivery one night, and that delivery was supposed to be meant for Johns Hopkins University in their morgue department. And that same night, we get a young recruit that comes in, and this is his first night on the job. And what happens is we discover that delivery was a coffin that should have been elsewhere. It ends up being Blimpo the Clown, who is Baltimore's, his backstory is he's Baltimore's, famous kind of homegrown son, Blimpo the Clown.
Okay.
Kind of a bozo-ish type clown.
Right.
And,
Who wound up in Romania doing a
show.
A tour.
Ends up coming back. Different.
He died there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He died there from some mysterious disease.
That's right.
We don't want you to give away too much. We want people to watch this.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even if we give away the entire plot, it's worth watching.
Yes, you gotta watch it.
It's really bizarre and funny.
Well, good. And it seems to be, from what I saw in clips, it's just one really leading lady in there.
Yes, Cara Louise.
Cara Louise.
One who makes it to the end. It's just
Yes, strong female
We're not going to tell you if
lead.
she makes it to the end.
All right, we won't
Yeah.
say that. But we don't
Strong
know.
female lead character.
Yeah.
She's kind of the glue that keeps us together
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're all,
Bumbling
doing our own
folks.
things and we're bumbling, and she kind of is the rock that leads
Yeah.
us.
She's the only reason we're alive. Let's
Yes,
be honest.
exactly.
The
Let's
reason why
be
you
honest.
brought in the Shaun of the Dead, because I think another thing I read about you said you were a fan of films of Simon Pegg.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Edgar Wright, Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, those kinds.
Those things. Anything. The Cornetto trilogy. I love all those. At the World's End. I mean, it's just. I just like those films, and they entertain me, and I wanted to do something similar to that.
Yeah, and the film did go on like the festival circuit. Or
Yes.
a few.
Yes, we were in 40 film festivals.
40. Wow, that's pretty
Yes,
impressive.
and
the
actually,
majority of those were-
we have some coming up as well, where we're going to screen at Comic Cons and stuff like that.
'Cause you were never
do
home,
Q&As. We weren't. We traveled a lot. And we had some fun times.
We're going to be at AmazeCon. We're going to be at
AwesomeCon.
AwesomeCon. Oh, yes, we're going to be at AwesomeCon coming
Yes.
up here.
Yes,
Which
and
is
then
March
All-Star Con
30th, 31st, and
in
April 1st.
DC.
March 30th and 31st in DC.
Right.
And then we're going to be at AwesomeCon,
All-Star Con
All-Star Con.
in June.
All-Star Awesome
Yeah,
Con.
see,
Okay.
I'm the one.
We've
who's-
done so many
yes.
cons, you know.
I guess so. And it almost feel like I would say, because another guy we've had in here that we have a collaborative venture with, the Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Convention. Part of the thing is they show films.
Yeah,
We ought to say maybe you should have you guys as part of the film part this year.
that'd be
Like
great.
I said, Shirley Jones was
Man.
there last year, and I
I love
interviewed a
Shirley.
bunch of other people.
Yeah,
Shirley had the hots for Ken, actually.
She did.
She did?
Yes, she did.
Woo!
I have that effect on the older
Well, I
crowd.
read her biography because I thought I
Yes.
was going to be interviewing her autobiography.
Yeah.
But it said she's very much a
You know,
sexy old lady.
Dan's film before The Night Watchman that he produced, Shirley Jones is in it.
Yeah.
Has it been released?
We did a test market with it. We did some changes, and it's going to be re-released shortly.
Okay.
And it's been re-edited. It's going to be released, and Shirley Jones does a great job in it. And
Terrific.
Corbin Burnson does a great job in it, and we have some young actors from the area that do a great job in it. And again, it's all kind of local cast and crew from there on.
Terrific. I know you, but The Night Watchman, get that back in there. Some actors or actresses people would know. I mean, I remember what jumped out to me was James Remar.
James Remar.
We were very fortunate to get James.
He did a brilliant job on
Yeah.
the show. James Remar was just, you know, you would not guess it's James Remar.
No, it's
he
a
did-
character he's never.
Done.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
And he did
Has
a
he heavily made up
brilliant,
for it, too, or-
brilliant
So people
job.
wouldn't recognize him physically either, or they would,
I mean, you would.
or his voice.
you gotta
But
kinda
it
look
t- it
twice.
take- yeah, you got to kind of go. Is that James? That is James Remar.
Wow,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
in this little film here.
He has a
He did a great job. I mean,
major role in this film.
and he came up with that. You know, he spoke with the director, and he created a character that is definitely not like any other characters he's done before.
Terrific.
You know, and along with James, we had Rain Pryor, Richard Pryor's daughter,
Oh, interesting.
in the film.
Who, by the way, is living in Baltimore again.
Oh,
now.
cool.
She's here. So if you needed to get her
Wonderful.
on the show,
It'd
she
be
would
nice
great.
if
Wonderful,
you guys could make us
beautiful woman.
contact that young lady.
Well, I don't know. I only tweet with her once or twice a day.
Oh, be good, please. Let her know.
She's
Because we want
brilliant.
to talk to
She's
her
fantastic.
about her and her
Yes.
life, and maybe a little bit about Daddy. How could we not talk about him?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then also, I guess, because you mentioned somebody buying a ticket in Malaysia, it had worldwide distribution.
Yes, it has worldwide distribution.
we've gotten-
It's done extremely well worldwide.
So you had a
as
good
well.
distributor, you had good publicity,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, we started off with Automatic Entertainment for worldwide distribution, so it was released worldwide almost a year before it was released domestically. Domestically, it was Gravitas that picked it up. Gravitas is huge, and they have a lot of avenues, and so we went with Gravitas. We had a couple of people that wanted to. We were going between three different distributors that had wanted the film, and we ended up with Gravitas. And now it's pretty much on any platform you can think of out there.
Well, good. I mean, we don't want to see people think of this movie because they may not have heard of it to say, oh, this is one of those little independent films that went straight to DVD. You know,
We went to
Here,
Stooges,
it
we went
kind
to
of,
we went to some of the best film festivals in the world on this.
Yeah.
On
invite,
on
by invite.
invite.
Oh, invite. It
We
wasn't
didn't
on
submit.
Please
They-
put us in. Please put us in.
Yeah, no, they contacted us. They invited.
So we went to Fantasia, we went to Stooges over in Europe, which was the 50th anniversary, and Guillermo del Toro, who we all know who he is. He was actually the host of the festival in Stooges. So
Terrific,
we can
'cause I
drop,
mean-
we can name drop
Yeah, I
Guillermo.
mean, I know, but just in today's paper, I was going to bring him up because he was putting a shout out to Baltimore, and he said he did like Oscar press conferences on Monday.
Yeah.
And it talked about, again, David Simon he mentioned, and
Love that
also,
man.
and Barry Levinson, he said he was very impressed with the Baltimore trilogy.
Yeah.
And then it sort of as an afterthought, he said, oh yeah, and also John Waters.
Yeah.
But he
Mr.
said,
Waters.
and he
John
also
is a
he was
sweet
nice
man.
enough-
He's a great guy.
But he was nice enough to say, "Oh, I'm sorry we didn't get the Baltimore accents. The
Yeah.
accents weren't true. They're
Yeah.
probably more like Toronto accents 'cause that's where they filmed it." But anyway, okay. So what was box office like, or what has it been like for you guys?
Well, we don't exactly know
That's right.
domestically
We're in the
yet
first
because
quarter.
we're in the first quarter. We haven't received our quarterly reports yet, and it's not like our film because it's a small film
Oh,
is
okay.
is on the ticker, like Shape of Water and Black Panther, and we're not up there, so
Yeah.
we don't know. We have to wait for the reports to come
I
in.
gotcha.
And
It did extremely well overseas.
It did.
The
That's
foreign
good.
sales did fantastic.
So
More than we could have hoped for, and hopefully enough to push us into the sequel.
yes,
Oh,
which is what we
will there
want.
be a Night Watchman too?
Oh,
Yeah, it's been written.
absolutely.
So,
Oh, it's been written.
The Night Watchman 2 is.
we set it up that way. Watch the movie and you'll see.
So
that's
it was
we did.
released in 17 then, or it was?
It
Last
was,
year,
yeah, last year.
So it really isn't that old of a film.
No,
No.
just a few months.
Oh, that's terrific. We're catching you guys pretty early on
Yes.
this. And then we can look forward to a sequel if you love the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I mean, there's another sequel I read that you were involved with, I don't know if you still are, Sinkhole 2?
Sinkhole 2.
not a sequel,
Let's
that's
talk
a-
about that. Let's talk about Sinkhole 2 for 1 second.
If it's in the sinkhole, we
There
wanna
is
hear
no
about
Sinkhole 1.
it. There is none.
And our plan is to do Sinkhole 2.
That's right.
And then go back and do
one.
Sinkhole
Do
1.
like a prequel.
Yes. But use the same actors, even though we're older, and try to make us look younger.
Okay,
That's the
interesting.
Think of
comedy.
it as a 1970s disaster comedy.
Oh, wow.
Along the lines of Airplane.
There you go.
Yes.
That's
This is the
And-
brainchild
yes.
of Ed Sanchez from the Blair Witch Project and
right,
Jamie
right.
Nash, his writing partner, and as Ken has said many times, and I agree, one of the funniest scripts I've ever
Terrific.
read. And we are happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to do it soon. And it all hinges on in the world that we live in, the money.
Of course.
We got to go out and find the investors. There's, Lionsgate's not coming in, Warner Brothers, Paramount, nobody's coming in and going, here's
We had the
here's 20 million.
Weinsteins lined up, and
Oh,
then all of a
And
sudden,
then all of a sudden, It all fell through.
Yeah. So at that point, I went to Matt Lauer, who's a close
and then
person.
that fell through.
That didn't work either.
And then I called Spacey, and totally that
Whoops.
didn't
because we had worked with Spacey on
Yeah, on House of Cards.
on House of Cards.
Until his House of Cards
work. It
fell
was
down.
that fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now,
what are
do
we
you
gonna
guys, because we're going to wrap up here, 'cause
Sure.
we're worried about space on the computer, is what other current or future projects are you involved in that you can talk about?
Go ahead. You've got something coming
Well,
up.
right now, as a matter of fact, just got released on Hulu, The Looming Tower, with Jeff Daniels and Peter Sarsgaard and Alec Baldwin.
And Ken Arnold.
I actually
Wow.
have a small role in that, but it's a recurring role, so I'm in more than one episode.
Oh, wow.
And it's a great series. It's an 8-part series. It's about
Terrific.
9/11, based on the book. True story, real people. Based
Terrific.
on, and it's fantastic so far. What I've seen, they released the first 3, and then they'll do another 3 in a week, and then they'll do the final 2.
Does that mean you're going wherever it is they filmed to film those?
I did. I
you
shot.
already did yours?
Yeah, I already did my stuff in New York.
Oh, you
So
did
this
it
series
already.
is done. It's shot.
Oh, it's just talking
and
about
boom.
bringing it out.
Yeah, the
Wait,
way
who's
they're
bringing it out?
Yeah, the way they're releasing it is 3 at a time.
Yeah. So it's on Hulu right
Yeah,
now.
and then 332 is how.
And
I,
what is your character?
I play General Stetson. I'm an Air Force general
Oh,
who's
okay, cool.
in the meetings with these guys as they're discussing possible terrorist attacks in the country.
Oh, cool.
So, and how we're going to eliminate. And I don't want to give away too much.
Don't give away too much.
No, please.
Yeah.
We want people to
But I'm in the talks about terrorist
Okay.
activity.
Any other projects current?
So we both just signed
Yeah.
letters of agreement, letters of intent to be on a show for Discovery called Behind the Veil.
Yep, it's a paranormal ghost hunting show.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which is going to be fun.
I bring that up because we had a guy in here who's local, he's Maryland, and I interviewed him, we're going to have him back again and maybe give him his show here. He does run a ghost hunting group here in Maryland, and has for more than a decade, and they do it very scientifically. I mean, they didn't want to be with Jason Hawes and all those other guys. They're on their own, and if he's had physicists make equipment for them and everything, and it's got actual recorded film, stills, sounds, it's all been verified, including when he was here, and Dan didn't leave it in the edit, was he talked about one point where he was pushed by a ghost was laughing, and then when you picked it up later on the audio, the ghost had like farted first and then laughed. And
That sounds like
That was you, Ken.
something we did.
then another one, it was a thing where his wife, they were doing a house, and his wife said, "Here, listen to this," and it sounded like 2 ghosts, right, because nobody in the room, having sex. And I said, "You're the first ones to find ghosts." get
Or
ghost-
the
get
their
ghost
or
sex.
their neighbors watching porn. I don't know which one,
Yeah, right.
but
Or the walls are thin.
exactly.
But to segue off of that, Ken has worked with, again, Jamie Nash and Ed Sanchez on
Yeah.
a series called Paranormal, which was a
Okay.
web series.
Abnormal.
I'm sorry,
Or
Abnormal.
Yeah.
So it's a comedic kind of take on these ghost hunter series,
okay.
and I was invited to pop along this year.
We're actually rebooting that series coming
Oh,
up,
good.
and we're going to be working with Ed Sanchez and
Oh,
Jamie
terrific.
Nash, and we're going to be coming out with more of our web series where we go on ghost hunts. We do Bigfoot hunts. We do
Cool.
Loch Ness Monster. We do
This is for Discovery?
UFOs. No, this is actually just a web series.
This is a
Oh,
web
it's a
series.
web series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a web series.
Yeah. And then the one final thing is
Yeah.
I'm slated to start work next month on a Western
Yes.
out in West
Ah.
Virginia, and that's why I have
Oh,
the
because sometimes
Yeah.
I saw the times with pictures we had facial hair. I don't know if they were for roles too or not.
But this one, absolutely, I'm growing this mustache because I'm playing a sheriff,
Oh.
a real character, Bill Tillman.
And the Outlaws is
And The Outlaws is the name of the film, but I play Bill Tillman, who was actually a real person who worked with Bat Masterson and Wyatt Earp in the Old West.
Yeah,
And I'll be playing him in this upcoming indie western.
I know who he is.
Right.
I read a book
Oh,
recently
really?
called Dodge City, which
Yeah.
is all about that. Brings up Bill Tillman, and you know how a lot of people don't know that Wyatt Earp and Pat Masterson worked together in Dodge.
Yes.
And Bill Tillman was around many years,
Many years.
even beyond that.
Yep.
And so he knew these guys, and he was still like the sheriff of Dodge. I don't know when,
Yes.
like 1920s maybe. you know?
Yes, he did live into. I think he died at the age of 70. He
Yeah.
was actually shot.
Oh, interesting.
Still as a lawman.
There you go.
and
I mean,
he
he was
was shot
in-
in action.
Yeah, he was still
Yeah. So
That's going to be shot out in West Virginia, correct?
in West Virginia.
in Holster. Yeah.
Well, some of it here in Finksburg. Maryland.
okay.
The first week is here, and then we move out there. They built a town actually in
Terrific.
West Virginia for us to shoot
And this is going to be a feature film? Or?
feature film.
Terrific.
Yep. A lot of really cool people are going to be in
And you're
it.
going to be the star?
I'm the star.
Wow.
I'm Bill Tillman. So
Terrific.
which is great. Darby Hinton, which
Oh,
is
wow.
right. He's
actor.
going to be in it. They have George Mirasan. You remember the basketball player, the 7'7"?
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's going to be in it. They're going to have we're trying to still get Rosie Greer,
Oh,
the old
that'd be
football
interesting.
player, but he's
And
a
he was
little
an
older
actor
now.
too,
Yes,
though.
yeah,
That's
he's
right.
a little older
Yeah,
right
he was an
now,
actor for a while.
and we're trying to figure out how to transport him out to be in the film because he's a big guy.
He is
Still
a big
guy.
Yeah, still a big guy.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to work it out so we can fly him out here and
Have they
make
casted
it work.
female leads yet? Or female?
Kathy Searle that plays my wife,
Okay, and who is she?
and she's out of
Actress
New
out of New
York.
York.
She's
Brilliant actress.
She's good?
fantastic.
Yeah,
She's
she's funny.
you've seen her in more commercials than you realize.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, I know that
Yes,
face.
exactly. As soon as you see her, you'll be like, I've seen her in so many commercials, and so yeah.
Yeah.
She's a working actor out of New York who's absolutely fabulous.
Well, anybody else that we would know at this point?
Anybody else you would know?
Somebody had mentioned to me, wasn't Eric Roberts? It was,
No, it wasn't Eric Roberts. Robert Carradine.
Oh, Robert Carradine. My
Yes.
gosh, talking about
So
Hollywood
Revenge of the
Dynasty.
Nerds. Yeah. So he's gonna be in it.
This sounds like a major motion picture that you're going to be starring in.
It's an independent film.
It's an independent film, but the casting, it has potential.
Yes.
You don't get that many Westerns, and when you do,
Yeah.
it's like, they're good because they're not like in the 50s where there was one every Saturday afternoon.
right.
Like you just did the one with Christian Bale with the,
Yes.
with the Indian hunting and all that. So, I mean, you don't see them too often.
Yeah.
And this is great, and especially for me, I'm a fan of history because I told you I read that book. and
Sure.
I'm familiar with Bill Tillman, and I think a lot of people like just the Western genre mixed in with history and some of these names. I mean, Carradine's on Madam Secretary every week.
I got to be honest with you. I think every actor alive wants to play in a western.
Yeah,
Who
I
doesn't
think
want to
so.
dress up
That's
like
what.
a
That's what.
cowboy
As soon as they offered it to me, I was like, yeah. They were like, "You're not worried about how much you're getting paid? Do I get to ride a horse?" They were like, "Yep." I said, "Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it."
Probably because you also do your own stunts too. It helps.
Yeah, I do. And I'll be working with the same stunt coordinator we used for our film, The Night Watchmen.
brilliant. Okay.
So he'll be the stunt
So you
coordinator.
already know how to handle 6-shooters then?
Yep, all of it. So
Shout out to Jeff Wilhelm.
Yes,
one of the best
thank
stunt
you,
guys
Jeff.
in the area.
Okay, so
Yes.
we've got to have you back to talk about that film when it's ready. to
Absolutely.
Come out to. In fact, let's see both
Absolutely.
you guys some more. Contact information for The Night Watchman and maybe for you two guys as well.
Well, go ahead.
you can go to www.tnwmovie.com, or you could go to @TNWmovie on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So we're on all the
Okay.
main social media platforms.
Okay.
And,
Or you can call me at 1-900-HOT-HOT.
Okay, Dan. Again, but it's all on
Right.
our website.
Thank you for both of you for being here. This has
thank
been
you.
a delightful Sunday
pleasure.
afternoon with you guys. And this has been the second episode in our series, of TV Free Baltimore movie reviews. So until next time, watch Night Watchman and anything else that these guys do because it'll be well worth your time. So until next time, see you around.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.